Daredevil. This is Daredevil issue 35, Lockdown Part 5. Last we left off, this whole arc had to do with Bullseye escaping Wilson Fisk's weird clone experiment thing and just randomly killing civilians at any point in time. Daredevil, Elektra Daredevil was about to confront Bullseye for, I guess, the second time when Typhoid Mary also showed up in a Daredevil costume for some reason and has decided to join in the fight as well. So there's multiple Bullseyes. They're not just fighting one Bullseye. It's like a bunch of Bullseye clones. And it's not looking...
they all have the same ability.
Yeah, which is
kind of rough.
Which is shooting very good. They're the best shooters ever. So they're just like surrounding Daredevil and Typhoid Mary, and they're just like, "Oh, cool! I have 2 Daredevils to kill now. What's your name, Missy?" And then apparently, like the clones don't really know Typhoid Mary like that.
I don't know Typhoid Mary like that, so I think that's fair.
Well, you were about to learn because she just says, "Now burn," and then she seems to be able to summon flames around her. It's pretty cool. And she explodes some cars. I'm going to be honest, the paneling of this particular sequence is a little sloppy and kind of confusing. So
yeah, I don't get what to go. I guess it's distracting, maybe.
Yeah.
Because she's setting off a bunch of little sparks everywhere, and then she blows up a car. I think ultimately the point is to get the civilians to run away.
Yeah, they're just
create like a obstacle.
Yeah, they're trying to respond to this hostage situation that these Bullseyes have initiated. It doesn't help that, like, from a distance, Typhoid Mary and Daredevil in their Daredevil costumes look very similar. So, like, at any point, we could have been looking at either of them. The only difference is the mask with Elektra, but they both have, like, this big hair that you can misconstrue. In any case, they get to fighting and they start to beat up on these Bullseyes. One of them actually gets a word in with Mary, and
look at Mary's face with the deep concern.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's like, "I've never seen you like this, Mary. Guess you're fighting for something this time, or someone like Big Willie."
Big Willie.
He's like, "So you're out here with us, but I got a little secret for you, Red. There's another Bullseye." And after that, like, Elektra's Daredevil seems to, like, clear up the mess all on her own, and she notices that Typhoid Mary is gone.
Yeah, she vanished into thin air as soon as she heard that her Big Poppy was in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Her Big Poppy.
She was like, "Yeah, all right, Elektra, I'm out."
All right,
it was fun.
I gotta go save my man. So I guess she goes off to do that. Elektra Daredevil seems to follow a trail that leads to this theater where another Bullseye is dramatically being like a dick, and the last 2 remaining hostages are dressed up in Elektra and Bullseye costumes. And one has a sigh pressed up against the Bullseye fake has a sigh pressed up against the other Elektra, the fake Elektra's body, and they're like, the whole hostage situation here is that the guy has to recreate the time that Bullseye killed Elektra, and then maybe he'll be let go.
Maybe,
only maybe. So Elektra's just trying to figure it out, trying to buy some time. And she's like, "What is this, Bullseye? But you're a psychopath, but you've never been." And he's like, "Off my rocker. You can thank your boyfriend for that." And he says, "After our last encounter, I realized how he's beaten me all these years." And he's basically taken away... He's had, like, some shrinks, like, take away his kind of, like, unpredictability gene, I guess. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I guess like the experiments at Ravencroft have removed any sort of conscience that he had remaining to allow him to be this zany character that will just like open fire in the middle of the day. That's how I read it.
And then be more random. Okay, right? Because the point was that because he always hits his mark, he's predictable.
Yeah.
Right, and I guess that's how Daredevil beats him. So now he's just going to be a lot less predictable, but still be able to always hit his mark.
Yeah, he's gonna hit his mark, but he's gonna like bounce it off of shit first, I guess.
He's gonna go about it in a crazy way, in a very unorthodox.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I'll
Whatever,
take it. Man. I'll take it. Whatever, dude.
If that's what you want, bro. If that's what you want to do with your life,
yeah, do you, man?
Go for it. He's clearly a lunatic.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really. He is just a lunatic. Elektra presses her sides together, and it kind of recreates the sonar vision that Matt has. And
Thank you very much, Tony Stark.
Yeah, these are the upgrades that Tony Stark has provided her. I'm sure he had like a whole suit, but Elektra's like, no, I'm a ninja.
Just give me one of them weapons or something.
Just give me a cool weapon. I'm fine.
And them goggles. Yeah, let me get those high-tech goggles.
You see this fly ass?
You see everything in these?
You see this fly ass character design? You want me to give this up? No, thank you. Not at all.
If it would have been really lit, I wouldn't have mind. But
yeah,
just saying.
Yeah. So with that, Elektra was able to suss out the rest of the bullseyes in the room, throw both of her sides at both of them, ninja style, like, yeah, and makes a mad dash for the main bullseye and gives him a good linebacker tackle, just like, plow. And they fight for a while. It's pretty good.
Nice tackle in space.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing's more dangerous than Elektra out in space. You know? A nice open field tackle.
Her closeout speed is incredible.
She runs 4.2
overall.
Yeah, we should have had we should have Tony Romo recap this whole moment. It's like, that was just it was a good form tackle. You know, in all
he read it all the way through. Yeah. Made his play.
Yeah.
Now she's giving Bullseye some work, and he fake revealed who the real one was because of the scar.
Yeah.
And then check this out. She really. All right. Well, I guess you're about to tell him what happens, but she finessed this nigga crazy.
Yeah, she did beat him up, pretty bad. This Bullseye only got away because he commanded the other two Bullseyes to kill each other. So, you know, bright side is this couple is saved, I guess. So, you know, it all worked out. Honestly, the fake Elektra gave a pretty good assist. On top of that, we forgot to mention, it's like while Elektra was making her perfect form tackle, the fake Elektra just like stopped him from shooting. So kudos to her. Meanwhile, back at Fisk's house, he's just vibing and calling Izzy Libris about, you know, just like how he doesn't want to do this shit anymore.
Yeah, fucked up things on. He's like, I'm so over it. Lizzie's like, I don't know who else to call or to relate to.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I figured you would understand. You're old. Your son's died. You know.
Yeah, you get it. You get how hard this life is. I can't talk to Wesley about this. He's just like some stooge. I love Wesley, but
he's just gonna say yes sir to everything I say.
He's just a yes man, and you know sometimes you don't.
And although I do enjoy that,
although I don't enjoy many more things than a yes man. It gets tiring sometimes.
That's not what I need at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm calling you. So Fisk is aware that Butch has been named her successor, basically, as the Kingpin of Hell's Kitchen. And he warns her, like, keep your eyes open, Izzy. When you rest atop the pyramid, death can strike from any direction. As a Bullseye clone pulls up, just like right behind him. Oh my god!
In any direction.
Yeah.
In one opposite, totally from where he was looking.
Yeah, especially from your quarter profile. It just pulls up there, right through your front door when you don't expect it. You know. Meanwhile, back in some random city street, I guess Elektra finds another Bullseye clone. She took one of the Bullseye clones' guns and is really like in a weird standoff for a moment. She points the gun directly at Bullseye and struggles with just blasting his head open with it.
He's begging her to. He's like, "Do it. I'll give you the first shot."
She's like, "Oh,
he's like, oh man,
ooh,
maybe I
man.
should."
Yeah.
And before she gets the chance to again,
Bullseye's like, "Gotcha, bitch." And
if I got here, I'm not letting you kill me.
And not even like regular, he's unpredictable now.
No, he catches an attitude and says, "Ugh, too slow." He's disappointed.
Yeah, he's like, "You didn't shoot my face off."
He's like, "Wow, okay, blah.
Blah, I'm gonna shoot you through the
Check
street.
this out."
This is an annoying move. It's like he shoots the street lamp. It goes off of a rim of a tire, like not even the flat side of the rim, just the edge. It looks like the inner edge of the tire bounces off of that, and then Elektra just like uses her sai to
deflect it anyway.
Deflect it directly into his kneecap, and he's like, "Ow!" And he just like calls her a bitch. Is like, "Dude, you wanted her to blast your eye open,
right? Like you
mad?
mad because your shit still ain't work?" And they did the same thing that would have happened before. Deflected your bullet.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it so casually.
Yeah, I guess it's like shitty to have your kneecap blown in by a bullet. I guess I wouldn't be able to control my rage either at that moment.
He's mad tight.
Yeah. Well, that's when Matt Murdock just comes out of nowhere and punches the shit out of this Bullseye clone. And
he did run away from the prison.
I know. I know
heard about Bullseye.
I know that it's not really out of nowhere, but he just found them. Like this is a big ass city. It's his first stop is like, "Found you."
Nice.
Sucker punches.
Superman punched him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, he was like, he ran like 30 feet towards him, loading that punch, just excited to get there. It was the slowest run of his life. And then he just beats this Bullseye clone within an inch of his life there. Elektra had to hold him back. And I guess like the police.
The growth.
The what?
The growth. Elektra had to hold Daredevil.
Oh, back. Yeah.
LOL.
How the tables have turned. At that moment, that's when the rest of the police arrive. And not just them, they pull up their guns on Daredevil because I guess he is an escaped convict at this point. But who shows up is the Avengers. Not really the Avengers. The Iron Man, Human Torch, Spider-Man.
The lit New York City heroes.
Yeah, the ones you've seen in this series already. The ones who've already shown up here. They show up and kind of advocate for Daredevil, especially Spider-Man. I love this part.
Who puts that police officer in his fucking place?
Yeah, this police officer is like, "He's a fugitive. We're going to arrest him." And he's like, "Daredevil just exposed killers in your system. Helped you capture a mass murderer. And that was just today. What have you done?" And this dumb cop looks at him like, Spider-Man.
Just maintain this whack-ass mustache hanging on my top lip. That's the only thing he's done.
"I'm going to maintain this mustache that's only acceptable because I'm a police officer, and in another context would be completely unacceptable."
Right.
But yeah, superheroes came in, advocated for he might as well be Superman in my eyes. But for Daredevil. And we cut back to Fisk, who is just about to get attacked by a Bullseye clone. He gets stabbed in the arm, I guess. I thought he actually got stabbed. I thought this was like, oh shit, are they going to kill off Wilson Fisk right now?
Yeah, right? Like, did he get stabbed in his heart?
Yeah, but I guess not. He's like, "Arr!"
He's got so much blubber and layers of body.
Yeah. He's like, you must be new. You must not know who I am. I've got a Kevlar's vest of fat protecting me at all times. At that particular moment, that's when Typhoid Mary pulls up, and double katana stabs this dude straight through a window. Wilson manages to
pretty gangster.
Yeah, pretty cool. Wilson manages to save her from falling off of this building, and pulls her up. And he's like, "Mary, where did you go?" And they have this weird romantic moment after what just happened, this zany event that just went down. He's like, when you left, I was so furious because I was scared of losing you for good. He said, "I need you forever. Mary, will you?" And she says, "Wilson, yes, I'll marry you." Oh my goodness, wedding bells are being rung for the Daredevil universe. That's where this issue ends. I believe the next time we see Daredevil will be the Daredevil event known as Devil's Reign, which I think is the bookend to this entire saga for Daredevil.
Damn.
There's actually going to be a lot of tie-ins to it, and it's being treated like a pretty big event.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if we'll keep up with all of them, but we'll pick up some.
I hope it crosses over into X-Men a little bit. Oh, I know it's not going to happen, but imagine it got an Inferno cross. No, that's not what would happen.
It can't be.
That would be too much.
It'd be too much.
Oh, but imagine you seen it on a list, bro. What would your reaction be?
It probably will. It probably will pull up on a list on like the reading order.
I'm telling you. What if you seen it next to Inferno? Like it was like an Inferno.
Devil's Reign.
Inferno number 5 or something like that.
Oh,
but also the tie-in.
I feel like it's
it was both. It was both like just a regular Inferno issue, but it just so happens to be a tie-in. Like just.
I'll tell you what. I wouldn't know
really,
how.
Like weaved in together.
I wouldn't know how it would work, but I guess I wouldn't be upset about it.
All it would really. Well, yeah, I wouldn't know how it would work either. But the point would be is that something that's happening in this Daredevil story would be significant towards the whole, the whole X-Men landscape, which would be really, really cool.
In theory, it might be. I mean, it's getting a tie into the X-Men, and I feel like they wouldn't do that unless like they.
Oh, the regular X-Men book, though, right?
It's gonna have like a little mini series, like an Empire, where they had like 4-issue Empire X-Men series.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's gonna be something separate.
Yeah,
but it's not
gonna be the main X-Men book, I think.
But it'll probably pop up on the list, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Like on the X list.
Definitely. But that was this issue of Daredevil. I thought it was all right. I don't know. I guess.
So, yeah, give your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe this was a more transitional thing to get Matt Murdock back together with Elektra, all that stuff.
Yeah, they dealt with Bullseye pretty quick, huh?
It was good. I don't know if this is the end of Bullseye necessarily because the real one's still out there,
True, he did get away.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of stuff going on. But I'm not sure how I feel about it. I guess I wasn't blown away as I usually am with Daredevil. That's not to say that it ruins anything or this was a bad issue. And I guess you can't have every single issue be spectacular. But Daredevil had a pretty good streak of near perfect issues. So it's a little jarring to see just kind of an average one.
Yeah, that was well said. This did feel very average.
Yeah.
Which is, usually the case for the series. There wasn't a lot of, great dialogue between characters, which is what I'm used to seeing in the series.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of action and kind of bringing us, like you said, transitioning us over. What left a bad taste in my mouth, not gonna lie, is Wilson Fisk, man. So at the beginning of the series, Kingpin was one of the reasons I really liked the series. He was still this ruthless gangster, but who was just trying to elevate. He wasn't trying to change who he was per se. He was just trying to move differently.
Yeah, he was trying to take it to a new level.
And if he had to fall back a little bit and not get his hands as dirty, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's not what Kingpin's about anyway. He'll do it if he has to, but he's ruthless in many ways, in more ways than just being physical.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, to the point we're at now, where like since he took that L to the Strowmans, he's just kind of been like this lame duck, man. And then he got aggy about Daredevil again, and I was like, man, I thought you was beyond that. I thought you was beyond and past, like, you know, being upset about this one fucking guy, this one superhero, when there's literally hundreds of them.
Yeah,
that will whoop your ass. Doesn't he have beef with Miles Morales too? I seen Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
he got his ass beat by Miles on that bus.
I mean, maybe not this Kingpin though.
Sure,
that was an alternate Kingpin. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I mean, Ruthless Wilson is the best Wilson. You know, it's
Remember when he killed Sneed? What is his name?
Damn.
His homie.
Damn. Wesley?
You just cracked a joke. Wesley, yeah. They almost killed Wesley because he didn't correct him. He just kind of spoke out of term. And he was like, thank you. I appreciate your advice. And I'll think about that. But if you ever interrupt me again, I'll fucking break your neck. Or something like that. Yeah. He said it real smooth to him. And I was like, yeah, there we go. That's the Kingpin.
Yeah, I don't know. We're in an age where like we're all like all of the Ruthless Wilson stuff has just been like done, so they have to find ways to like give him new things to do, like new avenues to explore. So that's why like
Strowman's smoked him,
and that's what I was about to say too. Is that that loss to the Strowmans was a blowout. They wrecked his entire existence. They threw him out of a window.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened to Wilson. I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened to. He's had like stronger people than him toss him around, maybe, but not normal folks like edging him out of a window. I don't think.
And then they threw him at such precision that they knew he'd be really, really hurt, but wouldn't die.
Yeah,
They destroyed him, and he has not recovered since. I feel like the author hasn't known. Like I think he wrote that, put the issue out, and was like, "Oh my god, damn Kingpin! I don't even know what to say for you, bro."
Yeah,
that's my bad.
Yeah, the Strowman still had to get dealt.
He just wants to make him happy now.
The Strowman still had to get dealt with, right? Like I feel like there's going to be a Kingpin's revenge on the Stromwins at some point. I would hope so. I hope.
And they got robbed, and Elektra was part of that.
Yeah, I hope he eats them alive.
That would be really cool,
like a zombie. But yeah, that was Daredevil. It was a pretty regular issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I still recommend with all my heart people should read this because overall, it's still a pretty great series.